and welcome back to my channel. My name is Anya and this is my July project plan update. My vision is a tad bit blurry right now. I think I have something on that contact lens, so I'm hoping that I am in focus. Not entirely sure, but July was July. I didn't wear a whole lot of makeup. I went out swimming, which was fun, but I'm a little bit surprised over some of the items I finished. Some I knew I would finish, and then there is one particularly that I finished today doing my makeup that I was not expecting at all. But let's go through the ones I finished. I finished my NYX finishing powder, the no filter powder in Alabaster. I can't get any more product out, that's done. Really loved this, and I still haven't picked up backups, so to speak, or bought that again. I'm still thinking about it, and I love the way it looked. I wore it a lot earlier this summer, but I've also sort of come to the realization that towards the end of the day it does look cakey, which isn't something that I love. So still on the fence, but I might pick it up again. I do really enjoy it. I finished my Max Factor 2000 Calorie Waterproof Volume Mascara. This still has product in it, but I have to layer it 2-3 times to get a decent look of what I would have gotten with one go when it was new. This has also been open for a year now, which is my cut-off date with mascara, so this is going. I do really like this. I am sad that Max Factor tests on animals, so if you know of any good cruelty-free drugstore mascaras, preferably available in Norway. I can't get CoverGirl. I wish I could, because I would have gotten the Supersizer, because I love that. Cruelty-free mascaras in Norway that hold a curl really well, let me know. This is my favourite and I'm sad to see it go. This is the one that surprised me. This is the Kat Von D Lock It Concealer Creme in White Out, which is a white concealer, and I've been using it as a foundation mixer. And I looked at the scale, and this is 27 grams today. And it was 30, I think, or 31 when I put it into the project. This claims to contain 6.25 grams, and I don't think I've used it more than once or twice before I entered it into the project. So I was expecting this to last longer, but I can't get any more out of it. And I can see through the tube, through the middle. So any product left is either at this end or just up here where I can't reach it. But it worked fine, but as I said in previous videos, I'm not fond of Kat Von D as a brand or a person. I finished my Everlasting Lip Liner in X. I was actually planning on wearing this today, but I screwed up my application so badly that I had to take it out, and there wasn't enough left to do a full lip, so there is nothing left. It's completely gone. Because I was hoping to pair sort of a dark dramatic eye with the red lip today. I tried it yesterday, loved it, but I failed my application. This was gone, and I just decided to go for something more nude instead, because it would be easier, and it's like 10 o'clock at night and I want to film, so finished that. And the Kat Von D lip liners are fine. I don't mind them. They're very thick in consistency, so I don't like layering them underneath any other product because it feels like I have a thick layer of stuff on my lips, and I don't like that feeling. And as I said, not fond of the brand. I finished my Urban Decay Green Colour Corrector. This one I expected, and I'm pretty happy that I finished it. I did really enjoy this product. It was amazing at covering my redness when I learned to use it, which I did over the course of the year, and I've fallen in love with colour correctors in general. But it's gone. This is pretty pricey, and I have one from Makeup Mecca that I do want to try out a bit more to see if this might be one I would repurchase, because I love the texture of this and it sat very well on my skin. But if I prefer the Makeup Mecca one, that is I think a third of the price, if even maybe less, and I would go for that instead. But this is a good one. And my final item is my Hourglass palette. It is finally gone. There is a teeny bit of product left in like the edges and the corners where I can't get my brush into. I grew to love this a lot over the course of this year and late last year. When I first bought this in 2015 and tried it then, I was very disappointed, because I bought it to test out different colours, and Dim Light specifically was sort of raved about at the time to be an under eye setting powder. It was too dark for me, and I discovered essentially that it was a beautiful bronzer on my skin, and I would actually consider repurchasing Dim Light as a bronzer when I've worked through some of the ones I'm currently working at. But I finished the palette, would not repurchase it because they don't work for what I want them to do. but the powders are really lovely. And those were the 6 items I finished this month. I'm surprised that I actually managed 6. I was looking at 3 very early on in the month. The NYX powder, the Hourglass palette and the Urban Decay one kicked the bucket pretty early, so I knew I had 3. And then I was hoping to get more, but I didn't wear makeup a lot. I spent majority of my time just living life and prioritising my health over makeup, which is something I'm still learning to do, so it's not a whole lot of makeup, but I'm hoping to get that. But the rest literally were done in the last 3 days. The Kat Von D lip liner and the colour corrector was gone today. The Max Factor mascara, technically I used it today, but it was essentially gone by the end of July. I'm filming this on August 2nd. I finished more items than I expected, looking at how I was going earlier in the month, but I'm pleased. But let's get on to some of the items I have progress on. I'm going to start with the Ian Thomas setting spray. I haven't marked this with a nail polish yet. I'm doing things out of order today because I normally mark them before I film, but I am about down to where my finger is. I don't think you saw this last month because there wasn't any noticeable updates, but I've made a decent progress this month. I'm still unsure whether or not I will actually be able to finish this year because of how slow going it is. I mean, it's taken me 7 months to get from that white mark down to where my finger is, but I do enjoy this a lot. I have my Maybelline Baby Lips in Pumpkin Spice. I decided to focus on this one first out of the 3 I have left because this is the scent I liked the least. It was just very strong and overpowering, and I've gotten more used to it. I don't really know what it smells like. It smells slightly like spicy, like cinnamon maybe, and also very, very sweet, which I don't like, but I made a tiny bit of progress. I am gonna try and wear this more in August and the coming months because I would like to finish this and at least 1 more of them, but if I'm going to keep going at the rate I'm doing, it's going to take me like 5 months to finish this, and I don't have that much time because I would like to get this done like in October, maybe before October. It's going to take a lot of work, but I'm going to hopefully get that. I have a little bit of progress on my Body Shop ginseng mask. It was 212 grams last time and today it's 203. I have hit pan on this in the bottom there, and I've been working down the sides. I do enjoy this one a lot, but I would not repurchase because I just don't know if it does anything, but I do really enjoy how it feels. But I'm tempted to try some of the other Body Shop masks. I'm specifically interested in the Blue Label one. I think it's the Himalayan Charcoal, but that one interests me, so I think I might pick up that one next, but I've made progress on that. I also have some progress on my Korres Body Milk. This was 104 grams last time and it's now 97. I think I used it once. I don't use a whole lot of this and I only shower about once a week. This month I spent the last week-ish away from home where I showered, so I didn't get to use this because I didn't bring it. But I'm going to hopefully use it a little bit more in August. I love the smell of this. It smells exactly like you would imagine basil lemon would smell. It's heavenly. So I love that scent a lot. I have some progress on my Isadora face sculptor. This is in the shade Warm Peach. I've completely cleaned out this edge of the pan here. There is no product there, which is good. And I have made the pan and the bronzer bigger. I also can now slightly see a dent in the blush. Not sure if it's going to pick up on camera or not. But I'm really pleased with my progress on the highlighter and the bronzer, since they are the items in here I'm focusing mostly on. And the blush is the one I dip into when I want a more natural blush, since I'm also panning the bright Milani one. But I am making steady progress on the bronzer and the highlighter. I love them a lot. I have some progress on my Maybelline Master Camo in the green shade. The pink one is still weighs the same. I've used them both a lot, but this is now 10 grams down from 11. One thing I've found that annoys me a lot about the Maybelline pens, I'm not sure if you can see, but the ink here is smeared and I get black colouring all over my hands when I'm using this, which is why I only really hold it up here and up here where there is no text. But I have been enjoying this. This is a bit of a drier formulation from the Urban Decay one, and I don't like this as much, but I'm making it work and I'm going to keep making it work until it's empty. But I would not repurchase anyway because Maybelline tests on animals, but even if they didn't, I wouldn't anyway because I don't like that as much. I have a couple single shadows here. I am making steady progress on my Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in Cornelius, and I've kind of smudged and smeared the pan, but I have made a huge dent in this and I love this shade a lot. It's probably my favourite warm tone crease colour, and I think they might have discontinued this and that makes me so sad, but I do love this and I have another one. And maybe another one, I can't remember how many backups I have, but I have a couple, but I do love this one a lot. But it's getting dry, so I wanted to finish it. The other shade I have here is from the L'Oreal one. This is the one I don't think you've seen since the intro. This is in the shade Gold Mania. It's a gorgeous gold shade, and you might be able to see it looks a bit smudged in that corner right there. It's completely flat. I've been working at that corner because that's one of the ways I found out I can see a difference in this, is if I can wear away the pattern, because this has a wavy pattern. It's sort of raised on this side of the pan, sorry, there, and also again over here. So I've been working at that corner where it's been raised and it's now flat, nearly leveled with the pan around it. So I'm making a little bit of progress on that, and now have actually used all three of them. I don't think I'm going to hit pan or finish any of the three of the L'Oreal ones I have, but I'm going to just keep using them because I don't mind them. This I don't love as much as the other two because this is very sheer. So it has a nice reflection. It's gold, it's a pretty colour, but it's a little bit too sheer for my liking. I would have preferred if it had a little bit more, I don't know, hold to it. It feels very thin. I have some progress on the Tanya Burr Cream Eyeshadow Stick in Melt My Heart, which is the brown colour. This doesn't probably look it, but it's the base of my eye look, and it's this all over my eyelid up into the brow, blended out like nobody's business, topped with Colourpop's Glass Ball, which is the gorgeous sort of purpley bluey shift you can see. And then I have Earth Shine on my inner corner, and I absolutely adore the combo. Tested it out last night because I was planning on filming last night, got too exhausted halfway through my makeup, took it off and went to bed. But I don't like this on its own, and I've noticed it's very thin, so it almost looks sheer when I start to blend it out, and I can blend it into nothing very quickly, which I'm not that fond of. I would have liked it if it has a bit more thickness to it, but I don't mind it wearing it like this for bases for other colours because it does work very well for that, because it doesn't set down properly. It kind of stays a little bit sort of wet and tacky without creasing, which is great. It's great for layering powder eyeshadows over the top, but I'm going to keep working at it. I have my NYX Worth the Hype mascara in here because I thought it would be worth mentioning. I was considering kicking this out this month because of how dry it's getting. It's starting to sort of clump up on the wand. So this has at least like maximum 1 month left, if even that long. So I'm going to try and see how much I can get out of this in August, but you're going to see it next update as finished because it's getting really dry. I love how this makes my lashes look, but I don't like that it doesn't hold a curl. Tempted to pick up the waterproof version of this once my mascara collection is considerably downsized, because I liked the way this makes my lashes look. But I've been wearing this a couple of times this month and I really enjoy it, but it's getting very thick and very clumpy, so it's almost time for it to go. I'm making slow and steady progress on my Maybelline Master Strobing Stick. I still have a lot left, but I've made more progress this year than I expected. I don't think I'll finish it, but I don't hate it anymore. I did not like this when I started with it in January. It was just, I don't like cream highlighters. I still really don't like them, but I don't mind this. I kind of still want to see it gone, but I'm pleased with progress so far, but I don't think I'll finish it. I have continuous updates on my Wet n Wild trio. I have more pan on that top shade. I have pretty much almost completely cleaned out the top line here. It's only a little bit left in the corner. I have expanded the middle pan a tiny bit, and I have nearly cleaned out that top corner for the pink. I don't wear this as much as I did at the beginning of the year. I've been playing around with other eyeshadows a lot, but I'm making progress on this, and I definitely think I'll be able to finish the top shade. And I'm going to work and see if I can maybe finish all three. Then I have the mystery that is my Makeup Mecca My New Lover palette. This has not lost a gram, but I have hit pan, which is great. I have hit pan on Secret. I was very close last month and it only took a couple more uses and I hit pan. So I'm going to keep working at that. That is the colour I'm mainly going into when I want a matte brown. But I've also been playing with Heat, which is the orange colour right next to it. And I actually wore makeup when I went swimming one day. We were at our cabin, which is right next to the ocean. It was 30 degrees outside, which is way too hot to function. So we decided to take a dip in the pool. I was wearing makeup and I was just like, let's see how it wears. And I was wearing Heat all over my eyelid and it looked perfect when I went out of the ocean. Still vibrantly orange and beautiful. It hasn't creased, it hasn't smeared. So Makeup Mecca eyeshadows are amazing. But I'm happy that I hit pan on Secret and I'm going to keep expanding that pan. And I'm hopefully also going to make more dents. I have made a slight dent in Silk Sheets, which is this colour up here, but I'm hoping maybe to see some dent in Heat, maybe in Heartbreaker, and possibly also Late Nights, because those are the colours I've been wearing the most. I have some progress on my Urban Decay Primer Potion. It's getting quite flat. I still think there is at least 3 if not 4 months in here. I don't think I'll finish this by the end of the year, but I think I'll be close. But I enjoy this a lot and I wear it every time I wear makeup, and it is an amazing eyeshadow primer. I do not think I will repurchase it though, because I prefer Makeup Mecca's, which is half the price, if even less, and Fenty's, which is a very similar price point. I like this enough to use it and it's great, but it's not my favourite. I have some progress on my loose powder from Kicks. I've been wearing this a lot recently. And you might be able to see that there is a red line at the bottom there. That's where I'm at. I have got just enough powder left in here so that it coats the bottom in a very thin layer, which excites me because that means that I think I have like maybe 1 month's use left, because even though it's not a lot left, I don't use a whole lot of this when I use it. I mainly use it to set my under eyes. I don't mind this underneath my eyes because it makes my skin look super smooth and feel really nice and silky, but I hate this all over my face because it makes my skin look very dry, and I also have to apply a lot of any other colour cosmetics, blush, bronzer, highlight, to make it even show up. And when it does show up, it tends to emphasise texture that this has brought up. So I don't mind this underneath the eyes, but it's horrible on my skin, but I will finish this year. I have a tiny bit of progress on my e.l.f. tone correcting powder in Cool. This was missing the green shade when I started and I've now accidentally smashed the yellow, but this has lost a whooping gram. But I've been using this a little bit and I definitely think I'll finish this. I don't really love this all that much, but I don't mind it either. It's kind of a meh product for me, but I don't think I would repurchase it, but I will hopefully finish this soon. I also have update on both of my concealers. They have both lost a gram. So the Maybelline one is now 14 grams down from 15, and my Tiny Kat 1D one is 12 down from 13. This one is too dark for me, so I have to lighten this quite a lot to be able to use it, but I don't mind the texture of this. But again, I don't like the brand, would not repurchase. The Maybelline one I do really enjoy. It is a bit lighter in coverage and in texture and feel, but I do really like how it looks and sits underneath my eyes specifically. This is lasting longer than I expected because I don't use a lot, but I do enjoy it and I might be able to finish this year. Not 100% sure though. I've been focusing a lot on the Mini Kat 1D one recently, just to finish it because it's a tiny one, but it seems to be lasting longer than I expected. But I don't mind the Maybelline one, but again, tests on animals. I have some progress on my Lancome Teint d'Or Ultra Wear Foundation in the shade 005. This is now 111 grams down from 114, so it's slow but steady progress. I am wearing this on my face today and I really like how it looks, but the colour is a little bit too dark for me. It looks, you can kind of see the discrepancy in my neck, and I have got a tan at the moment, but I still had to mix this quite a lot lighter than it is in the bottle. But I like how this looks and feels. And if Lancome didn't test on animals, I would actually repurchase this because it's amazing. But I'm hoping to finish this year and I might be able to, but it does annoy me that I can't actually see into the bottle because I can't see how much is left. I wore the IT Cosmetics CC cream once and it lost a gram, which is fine by me. I don't love this and I'm not all that fond of how it looks on my skin. It tends to emphasize texture on me, but I actually got enough of a tan for this colour to match me, which is surprising. This is the shade Fair, which is the lightest shade, and it is normally too dark for me, but I've been using this a little bit. I think that one day I actually went swimming, I was wearing this and it held up decently fine. It held up surprisingly well in the water, but I don't like it and I want it gone. And I have progress on my primers. These are the last two in here. These are both now at 16 grams. This was at 20 and this was at 18. I love the number 7 primer and I am nearly out of this. I think this might be gone in August and I love this a lot. And I would repurchase this. I do enjoy it a lot. I wear this pretty much every single time I wear foundation, so it's great. The Becca one I'm not that fond of and I mainly wear it when I'm not wearing foundation. It's very nice and glowy, but it has a tendency to emphasize texture on my skin, so I don't really love it underneath foundation, but I have been using it a little bit, which accounts for the loss of the 2 grams, but I will hopefully finish this soon. And those were the items I have progress on. I have a couple that I want to add in to the project. 3 of them are lip products and I have a lot of lip products already in the project, but my lip collection is huge and needs downsizing. So I've picked a couple of items that I would like to get some use out of and finish. Hopefully sooner rather than later. I have another one of the Kat Von D lip liners. I have the shade Outlaw here, which is very similar to X. I feel like it's a red shade and this is full. I haven't used it and I want to finish this as soon as I can. I have a lipstick from NYX. This is the matte lipstick in the shade Natural, which is a little bit of a cool toned pink colour. I don't mind this, but this is very old. I think I bought this in Florida in 2015, so I want to see how much I can use in the coming months before the year ends, but I'm not sure this is one that is actually going to survive through 2019. I might end up getting rid of it at the end of 2019, even if there's product left, just because of how old it is. But I want to see how much of it I can pan before I eventually toss it out. I also have a tiny number 7 lip crayon here. This is in the shade, I think, Daydream or Daydreamer. This is tiny, it has barely any product in it, and I like the colour, I like the formula. This is just a light beige nude, so I would like to finish that as soon as I can, and I don't think that's going to be particularly hard. I am bringing in another perfume. This is my Zoella Gelato body mist. I love the scent of this and I have like 3 or 4 bottles in backups. I adore how sweet and just almost citrusy this smells. This weighs 209 grams. I'm hoping to finish this and I don't think that's going to be difficult because I love this and have been using it a lot recently. I have the Makeup Mecca Mist Spray. This is a setting spray and this is one that I don't really care for. I don't really think it does all that much on my skin. I love Makeup Mecca's setting spray. It's called setting spray. It has a pink cap that I think is amazing. This one I'm not that fond of, so I just want to get that gone. This is 71 grams and it contains 50 ml of product. I have 2 colour correctors from Makeup Mecca. I have the shade Peach and the shade Lilac. The shade Peach is way too dark to be an under eye corrector on my skin because it looks straight up orange, and Lilac is just the colour that I don't really use. I don't think I have all that much sallowness in my skin that needs correcting, so I don't really reach for it all that much, but I can mix these 2 together and the lilac colour actually lightens the peach colour so that I can actually use it as an under eye corrector. So I'm going to try and do that to pan these 2. I don't mind the consistency of these, and I also have other shades of this. I also have a green, a yellow and a pink. The pink is perfect for my under eyes, where it's just enough peachy pink to correct but not so orange as this peach colour. The yellow I can also get away with, but it is yellow, and the green I like, and I don't mind the consistency. I'm also going to bring in my Fenty Beauty matchsticks. I have the shade Amber, which is a cool toned contour colour. I have the shade Linen, which I think is meant to be like a matte highlighting shade for light skin, but it is too dark on my skin to be that. It's darker than my actual skin tone. These are both matte, and I have the shimmer one in Starstruck, which is a pink colour. You can see them all on my arm at the bottom there. I am not that fond of the texture of these. They are very dry and have a tendency to lift our product underneath it. I talked about these in the products I dislike video that I put up I think last week, and someone in the comments tipped me off to try and apply a product to the sponge before I put it on my face, and I tried that with shade Amber today, and that's my contour, and I really enjoyed it, which made me sort of think and realise that I might actually be able to finish this product, because although they have quite a lot of product in them, they don't look all that much. They are quite big sticks, and they contain 7.1 grams, so you know it's a fair amount. But I'm hoping to get some progress on these. I think the first one to go will probably be linen, because I might try and use this as a foundation stick, because I don't really see any other way I can use it. But I'm not that fond of these. I love the packaging, but they are just a bit too dry for my liking. Before I added in my items today, I had finished 41 out of 106, and I added in 10 items, which makes it 41 out of 116. I'm doing better than I expected. My goal is 50, which is why it's called a Project 50 pan, and I think I might be able to get to that, which excites me. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you soon. Bye!